Hello from Germany. Hello. Thank you very much for participating today. So my name is Lars. I'm working for company LKD from the lovely city of Salzburg in Austria. And we are the European distributor for Planet Lighting. Planet Lighting is the manufacturer of the LED Puck. And yeah, we are talking about the LED Puck today and about what you can do with this tiny little product. So if you haven't seen it before, here you can see it. So this is the LED Puck we are talking about in the next 30 minutes, I think. So it's a very tiny little piece of lighting tool, and when it sits inside the handrail, it looks like this. So it's very much hidden inside, so it's not very visible, and it's very, very easy to install. And yeah, I prepared a little presentation for you so you can see what we have done here, mainly in Germany with the LED Puck. And yeah, we are happy to see more projects coming up. A little bit background information. Planet Lighting was founded like 50 years ago. They are located in an area close to Sydney. And so they run a production facility close to Sydney with about 150 people in work. And the LED Puck is, this Puck here is now generation 5. So we have a proven track record of about 15 years experience with this kind of LED Puck. So I think this is a very trustworthy kind of product. So when you see the handrail looks like this when we made the bore, and the puck goes in like this. So this is why it's called the snap puck. I will tell you a little bit more about the technical details and all the possibilities we have in the next minutes. So I will share my screen with you. If you have any question, there is this hand raise icon. So you can either use that, just raise your hand and then you can turn on your microphone and we can have a chat. Otherwise, we can also do it afterwards if you like. So as you like, either you raise your hand and let me know, okay, I want to know something more, or we wait after the presentations. We have some questions and answers. So no problem. So I will share my screen now. If somebody is not seeing the screen, please let me know. But we will try this. So now you should see the presentation. I hope it's working.
It looks good.
Okay, perfect. So that's good. So then we will officially start the presentation right now. So we're talking about the LED Snap Puck. The Snap Puck is, as I said, the generation 5 of this product. So it's a product that is at least 14 years in the market. Manufacturer is in Australia, and we are the representatives and distributors in Europe. KT Interior is our local partner in Finland. Let's talk about some technical features about the LED Puck. So you can see we have some wires going into the back of the LED Puck. It's made of a Teflon cable. It's a special treated cable, so that if you have a bad deboring of the hole, that the wires are not cut, we use a Teflon cable so it slides easily in and out, so that we are prevent of any cuts of the cables. The housing of the product is made of stainless steel 360, so it can be used also in sea areas. We can protect it against seawater, etc. So it's a very robust kind of thing.
Lars, excuse me.
Yes.
Did you change the first slide already?
Yes, I did.
Okay, it's still we are still seeing the first slide only.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay. Does it move or not?
No. Okay, at least that's not for me. Do you everybody else agree?
Yes.
Yes, not changing.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Oh, wait a second. We try it again. So now I have a red frame around.
Yep.
And hopefully. So now it's changing?
Now it's changing. Thank
okay.
you.
Sorry. So some kind. So, but you saw the first page.
Yes, we saw.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So now we have the overview of the LED puck with the technical highlights. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so then we are good to go. So as I said, we have the Teflon cables, we have stainless steel 360 for the housing. The LED technology, it's a Cree XPG3 chip, and we can gather up to 180 lumens out of this LED puck. The LED puck is run with a wattage of 1.4 watts, so that gives you a maximum ratio of 128 lumens per watt. We have a 3-step McAdams ellipse rating, and we have a CIA of 90 plus, which is possible. The standard version, if we have outdoor applications, CI is 80, but we can do 90 plus as well. We have two glass options. We have the polycarbonate, which is an IP65 IK10 rated, and we can also offer an borosilicate with a higher IP rating. We can also customize the product from any place. So I changed the slide again. Hopefully it works.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, perfect. So as you can see here, it's not only one product, it's a real family of products. So we want to give you the freedom to design the project as good as possible according to your needs and requirements. So if we start up at the bottom, at the top left corner, we have the ST puck, which is the standard puck. This is the workhorse in the whole range. It's the most powerful puck we have. It's 180 lumens, 1.4 watts. It's a direct light distribution, and it's, yeah, mostly the best choice if you have paths, stairs, and bridges. We have an FA and a VA puck. Both are asymmetric lighting distributions. You can see that here the LED is sitting a little bit more into the housing. Here it's a bit outside of the housing. So this gives the VA gives you a little bit of a backlight as well, like a 10%. The VA is just forward throwing, so we cut the light so that you don't have any backlight. This is very important if you have bridges that go over water and you want to prevent the fishes from being irritated, and you don't want to have any light on the water. The FA puck is mainly the best choice because you can get rid of the light that normally hits the water. So if you use this one, there might be a little bit of light that hits into the water. If you use that one, you cut the light here and you don't have any spill light going into the water, which is good for the fishes and all the other animals living there. Then we have the Puck Zero. Puck Zero, as you can see here, is identical with the asymmetrical puck, but it comes with a black reflector. The black reflector is reducing the glare. As you can imagine, if we have with this one, we have like 170 lumens out of this little spot. It can be quite glary and uncomfortable if you have high stairs. So if you are in a lobby area and you look up to a 4 or 5 story building and you have a high stair there, it might be a little bit uncomfortable to look into the LED pucks. So therefore we created this zero puck, we call it. So it really takes away the glare. It takes a little bit away from the lumen output, but also it reduces the glare massively. So this is something that is really something for high stairs if you have an application like that. Then we have the puck white. The white puck is mainly needed if you have an outdoor stair, a large one, a wide one, like 8-10 meters. So normally you have one handrail on the right side, one handrail on the left side, and some in the middle. So to have a good lighting scheme for the middle handrail, you normally can do a zigzag pass with something like this, or you can just use the white puck because it gives you a distribution to both sides, like 105 degrees in total. So you can put this into your middle handrail, right into the middle, and it will light both sides of the stairs. So it's a very, very smart product for this kind of middle handrails. Then we have the lens puck. The lens puck is using a finished product from LED. So we are combining the LED chip with a LED lens, which gives us a narrow, medium, or wide beam distribution. So this is very nice if you want to highlight some kind of statues. Maybe we've used it for a statue in Vienna, where we have a very narrow beam, so you can really do some dramatic lighting scenes with this. So it's a very nice product as well. Then we have the tunable white puck. So this will allow you to adjust the light colors between 2.7 and 6.5K. So you can adjust the lighting to the daylight circadian rhythm. And we are often asked, why do you have tunable white? Sometimes in some areas, everything is made tunable white. So why skip the handrail lighting? So you could also do tunable white in the handrail lighting or in other applications. We can use this kind of product in any kind of metal or wood or something. So there are plenty of opportunities how to use this product. And then as the last one, we have the RGBW version, so that gives you the opportunity to have solid colors like red, green, and blue, or have a 4000 Kelvin white. So that makes sense if you have a bridge and you want to create different atmospheres, like the anniversary of a city, and you want to have all the bridges in red, or the famous football club of the city took the championship away and you want to highlight their club colors or whatever. So also there are plenty of opportunities how to use that product. So now we are looking a little bit more into some projects to give you an idea what we have done with the LED puck and how we use the LED puck. So the first one is a cycling and pedestrian bridge in Darmstadt. It's a city very close to Frankfurt. And it's called the Big Red One. If you see the picture, I think it's quite obvious why it's called the Big Red One. So it's quite a funny story. So normally the bridge should go just over the street. You can see it's 3 lanes in both directions, so it's 6 lanes. And this part here over on the side where the White Houses are standing, this was an old US barrack or old US military base that was knocked down like 3 years ago. And there are a lot of new startup businesses, and a lot of people need to cross the street. So in the very end, in the mornings and in the afternoons, you had huge crowds over here that need to cross the street. So the city of Darmstadt decided we need to build a bridge. And the shape of the bridge is caused by a little insect that is living in these trees here. And so they were forced to first change the layout of the bridge, and second, do something insect friendly, also with the lighting. And this is how we came up with a solution. So this is how it looks during the nighttime. So you can see that we have used the LED puck here in the handrail. And here you can spot them, and also here on the stairs. And here it's quite obvious what I mean with a zigzag layout. You can see that the light is jumping from one side to the other. So the pucks are not facing each other. They are in a zigzag position. So, and the distance between the pucks on each side is 2.5 meters. We wouldn't normally not recommend to overdo 2 meters, but as this is a zigzag formation, and then you have 1.3 meters or 1.350 against it, it's no problem to use this zigzags. So you see, the architect really liked the approach of this, and finally we are nominated for the German Architectural Award with this one. So by the end of the year, we will see if we will take away the trophy. One interesting story is you can see we have a very bright red painting on the bridge. So the red painting is also something that turns the 3000K into a very insect-friendly amber light. So if you are there in real time, if you see the bridge during the nighttime, the light is very, very friendly. It's a very nice amber light. So we offered 2200 kelvins for the LED puck, but the architect preferred to have a red bridge and then change the light color by using the color of the bridge. And it turned out really nicely on this one. So here you can see another pictures that where it goes into the city, and you can see that we have the stairs here and the cycling path goes around here. And it's also the inclination of the bridge is also suitable for wheelchairs. So anybody can really use this bridge. So the width of the bridge is about 4 meters, just to give you an information. And we normally lay out a project like this because we have pedestrians, we have cyclists, and there are about 10,000 people crossing this bridge every day. We are aiming for like 25 lux on the path, so that everybody is good visible, because when it's in the rush hour you have a lot of people on the street. So normally by the German law it's only 5 lux, but we see that a little bit more light raises the security for all of us. So this is another project that we have done. It's again a cycling path. So this is a very interesting project in the middle of Germany, in the Ruhrgebiet, which is one of the most crowded areas in Europe. And the idea is to move people away from the car onto their bikes. So what they are doing is they use old train tracks and refurbish them and use them for cycling paths. So this is a path. In the very end, it will have a length of about 170 kilometers. It will go from Duisburg all the way to the northern part of the Ruhrgebiet, close to Dortmund. And there are no traffic lights, there are no cars, so you can just jump on your bike and go to work, go to the university, go shopping in the city. So it's a very, very interesting kind of project. And you can see here, this is an old, a very old train track back from 1860, where the coal mine trains were run on this track. So now they refurbished everything, and you can see it really looks nice. So we say it's a cycling path from a nature reserve into the city. You can see that we have some amber lighting in here. So this is 2200 kelvins. It's also for the insect friendliness, so that they are not too much irritated by the light. And we still provide a good lux level for the cyclists and the pedestrians to be safe to use this road. Here you can see this is how it looks when it's really dark. So we have a quite bright color. This is also 2200 Kelvin. So you see it looks a bit different. It also, it comes out different in the pictures. So you can see here the old structure, and this is a distance of about 1.5 meters. And here we have a double-sided installation with the pucks facing each other. So you can see we have pucks in this handrail, we have pucks in this handrail, and they are facing each other. So they are on even level here. And you can see we have a quite nice uniformity. Here's a little gap because here's a rest area. So here's a little gap, but otherwise you have a nice uniformity, and it's really fun to bike there. Here you can see the difference. This is the city area. We recommended to use the 2200 kelvins for all of the path, But the city said, no, we want to have a little bit more bright light in the city area. So they changed to 3000 kelvins in this area. So you can see now we are in an urban surrounding. So here they use 3000 Kelvin, sorry. And this is 2200, where you can see here we're in the nature reserve and the city is back here. So you can see how it really turns out. The next project, away from a cycling path, away from a bridge, is the redesign of a central station area in Wuppertal. One of, Wuppertal is well known because they have a very interesting tram system in the city, and it's one of the, it's very close to Düsseldorf, so really in the heart of Germany. So the problem with the central station in Wuppertal was that it was really worn down, and they decided to recreate the whole place. And we joined with a lighting designer, and there were two goals in this project. On the one hand side, we need a good lighting scheme for the pathway to direct the people from the platforms or from the city center to the train station, or from the train station to the city center. So it's one kind of security thing. On the other hand, you can see that the walls here have these openings, and the architect would like to highlight this structure. And so we made a combination. So we said, okay, we would like to use the VA puck that gives you a little bit of indirect light and a good forward throw, so that we have the combination of both. So you can see the spacing is, in most areas, is about 1 meter spacing. And so we have the pathway lighting here. So we have a very, very nice uniformity. We have a lot of light, so nobody can get lost here. And if you stand down here on the path here and you look up, you can see a very nice effect of the walls. So this is the combination we've done, and you can see it also here. You can see the little dots here. And as you can imagine, this is a public area. It's a train station, and we all know that train stations are sometimes a bit have an issue with vandalism. So together with the city of Wuppertal, we created a special puck. So we protect this puck with a high temperature glue and borosilicate against attacks with firelighters, because a lot of people have firelighters and they try to burn the thing down and see if they can damage it. So and especially in Wuppertal, they seem to have a big problem with that. So we have used a borosilicate glass in combination with a high temperature glue to protect the LED puck from attacks with firelighters. And the installation is now about 2 years in operation, and luckily we haven't seen any vandalism problems by now. So this is good, and it seems that the concept is working. Here you can see the installation, how we've done. So the VA puck is mounted at 0 degree angle. So you can see it here. So this is the handrail. This is the handrail, and the puck sits really in the middle of the handrail. So you can see we have a little bit backlight, this 10 degree. So this gives us here the effect on the wall. And then we have a 65 degree forward throw. This gives you this one. So you can see if you want to define, or if you see, okay, the stair is dark here and it's light here, okay. According to the German law, and I think it's also European understanding, is that if you want to walk, here is the handrail, so the people will walk in this area when it's dark. So this is the path. Normally we say 1 meter from the handrail, we need to achieve the lux levels that we need. And this is what we have done here. So in terms of what is the orientation and what is the walkway during the night, this path here, the well-lit light path, this is the way how to walk it. I will show you other pictures of Berlin. I think it's the next one, where you can see where we have directed the light all over this place, because it's a different thing. But just to get you a little bit of an idea what we've done here. And here it is, the underground station Unter den Linden in Berlin. Berlin, Unter den Linden is one of the most iconic streets in Berlin. It connects the Alexanderplatz with the Brandenburger Tor, and it's full of history, and it's one of the most important touristical things in Berlin. And we were lucky to be part of this project, and it's a new metro line and a new underground station. So they built a new train line. It's the U5 that runs from the Alexanderplatz to the central train station, to the new one. And so we were happy to be part of the Unter den Linden, and also Museumsinsel will be one of our projects. So you can see here that this looks completely different to all of the other projects. This is all about security. This is all about getting people safely in and out of this metro station. So we have a one-sided installation where you can say, okay, why do you have use only one-sided? It was the requirement from the Metro Berlin that they only want to have one handrail lit. The spacing is 40 centimeters, 400 millimeters, and the average lux level here is 150 lux. And we can, in this project, we have a little bit of additional lighting here from the wall, but it's not that much. It looks more than in real life it is, but we can achieve the 150 lux with the LED puck, but then we need real full power of this thing. So the stair here is about 4 meters wide, and the LED puck is became a standard product for the Metro Berlin. So with all the refurbishments, with all the new stations that are coming up, the LED puck will be part of the project. So in Unter den Linden we have used about 250 pieces. So if you stand here, you might see the quadriga over here. So the Brandenburger Tor is up here. So if you're coming to Berlin, take a stop here and take a look. It's absolutely worth. So this is how it looks from below, and you can see that we have really a lot of light here. So here it's a bit less light, so you can see that these tiny little things are not giving too much light in this area. So but overall it was okay. We reached the lux levels that we needed. Normally I would recommend to have both sides lit and increase the spacing a bit. So if you do both sides here and then do like 800 millimeter spacing, you get a very good uniformity and the lux levels. But this is the good thing with our product. You can adjust the spacing as you want. And remember, it's always 1.4 watts. So if you have a linear system that goes in here, it's very hard. You can't tilt the product. Normally they recommend something between 10 to 20 watts. And also the lumen output is normally not in the same range. So this is a very effective tool, 1.4 watts, a lot of light, and you can customize it from there, as you can see here. So this puck here is not mounted on 0 degrees. It's tilted by 30 degrees inside the handrail. So that gives you the opportunity to throw the light a little bit wider on the stairs. And this is something that is very important. We can in the planning phase, it's very important for us to have good information, because then we can optimize the product according to your needs, according to the project needs. So as you can see here, we have tilted the puck by 30 degrees. And as you can also see in here, it's not a big deal with glare, because the stair is not too high, and even the 30 degrees tilting is not a problem. A complete different project, multimedia exhibition in the old protective wall of Dresden. It's one of the most modern museums in Europe right now. It's the Festung, the Experience in Dresden. So it's the old protective wall of the city, which was mainly demolished during the GDR times. After the German reunification, they make some excavations there. And about 1 year ago, they reopened the site, and now it's a multimedia exhibition. And yeah, if you have the chance to come to Dresden, invest 1 or 2 hours and go there. It's a very, very interesting thing, and it's well lit. As you can see here, the LED puck is sitting in this handrail here. And we have some very specific tasks to fulfill, because this exhibition is very close to the River Elbe. And the River Elbe, unfortunately, comes up like 2 to 3 times in a decade. So, and then this cave here is completely flooded. So this is why they decided that everything in this museum or in this exhibition is remote. So the cache system is a remote system. It's plug and play. So there are no they do only multimedia presentations, because then they can, if they know a flooding is coming, they can take away the multimedia beamers and walk away. The only thing that remains there is the handrail and the LED puck. So one thing is that this handrail here is a 2-piece construction. So it's 2 U-shaped profiles. One is fixed here on the standing bars, and the other one is coming on top. And in the middle, there's the room for the wires for the LED puck, and the LED puck is mounted in here. So if a flooding is really coming into this space, they switch the whole installation off. When the water is gone, they come back. They can take off the upper part, clean everything, put it back on, and switch the pucks on. We have created a special version which can take a water height of up to 3 meters for a certain amount of time. So normally the LED puck won't be destroyed by the water, because it's a special protected one. And you can see here it's a flat faced one. So we have a square shaped handrail, and the lighting distribution goes vertical forward. So you can see here at the wall that we have a little bit of light that goes over the pathway, but the like 20-30 centimeters up the wall, it's getting dark. And this was an effect the architect really liked, because if you walk here, we don't want to have the wall too much light at the wall. Because you have the excavations here, which are lit by little floodlights. So this light is not coming from the LED puck. The LED puck is really doing like this. Okay, it's going down here, and then it goes forward. So this is what we're doing. And yeah, we were very happy with the outcome, because we have a very nice uniformity. It's an underground exhibition, so you need there are high requirements in terms of evacuation routes and lumen levels and lux levels. So we are very happy with the outcome as it as it sits at the moment. And yeah, finally we have another cycling path. So this bridge was opened like 1 week ago, and it's a connecting bridge of the cycling path between the island of Rügen and Hamburg. And this is located in Schwerin, the capital of Mecklenburg-Vorpommern. So you can see it's a bridge that goes over water as well. It's a very interesting design of the poles. And you can also see here, I think this is the best picture. We have a one-sided installation. We have 1.4 meters of spacing. And we have also used the VA puck, because the architect would like to have the highlight of this structure here. So we have a little bit of backlight in here, and we are far away from the water. So we have no real effect of a backlight hitting the water. It's like, okay, we do light the structure here, but we don't shoot the light into the water here. So we have a little bit of reflection, but okay, that's the normal case. So this was the idea behind this project, and you can see very nice uniformity as well. So it's mainly a cycling bridge, but it's also for pedestrians to be used. And you can see they decided to only go one-sided, which is fair enough because you have some good lighting scheme in here. How is the LED puck mounted? This is one of the most common questions we are getting. So you have the handrail, and we are connecting up to 20 pucks per driver. Because we are limited, we are allowed to have like 60 volts into the handrail to prevent people from getting an electrical shock if something fails. So we normally do strings by up to 20 LED pucks. So we are working from the back to the forth. So we are introducing both cables to the last hole of the string. This is the black cable. The black cable remains here. And with the red cable, we go backwards from one hole to the other. So you do these little strings here. Then you open these, so you cut this, and then the LED puck comes pre-assembled LED puck, a little bit of cable, and this blue tool spice connector. So you just push the cable into this connector. You don't have to de-isolate the cable, just push it in. And then you can press this by hand, and you have a very nice connection. It's IP proof. And you have a gel that sits in here. So if you press this one down, the gel will make an IP rating and secures that the cable is sit nice and tightly in there. Then you connect the cables to the driver, and you test the pucks outside of the handrail before you push them back. You make a short test. Don't let it run too long, because the concept of the puck is that you need some kind of heat sink, and the handrail here acts as a heat sink for us. So we have a connection here of the puck with the handrail, and this is where the temperature is distributed. So one of the common questions is, okay, is it getting really hot? The chip itself, it's getting quite hot, yes, but the temperature of the surface of the LED puck is maximum 10 degrees higher than the ambient temperature. So if you have today in Helsinki maybe 15 degrees or 20 degrees, and the puck is running inside the handrail, the surface temperature of the puck will be maximum like 30 degrees. And this is okay. In winter times, it's quite easy because it feels nice and warm. So a lot of people in areas where you have a lot of snow like this product a lot. And we have the puck is also certificated, so we can provide you with thermal testing protocols and so on. So there is no problem, and we have like 50,000 pucks sold worldwide over the last couple of years, and so there's no danger of getting burned or something like that. Once you have done the testing and everything is working fine, you can push them back, and the pucks are sitting nicely inside the handrail, and the connectors are sitting there. We can use the LED puck in round metal handrails, as you can see here. We can use them in square metal handrails, and we can also do round and square wood handrails. Don't use it in Swedish pine because it's a soft wood and it's working. So we need some kind of a strong wood that really keeps the puck in place. But if you have something like that, it's perfect. And then the LED puck comes with a little extension. I will show you when the presentation is finished. It comes with its own heat sink. I can show you later on. And yeah, you can also do something very nice. So this is one thing we've done in Dresden. So this was an old steel column, and we used 3 LED pucks to highlight this wall here. So that was an idea that they wanted to do and wanted to have. So if you have something like a metal profile, like a window frame or something, you could easily integrate the LED puck also in this kind of application. So that's it from the presentation. So I switch back to my camera, so I hope you can see me again. So this, just want to show you the difference. So this is the normal puck. You can see this is how it looks, and this is the puck that would go into a wooden handrail. So you can see this is the extra part. So this is the heatsink here. So it's a very nice product as well. And I hope you can see it. So this is how the hole looks like. So you can see we have inside here a little gap inside here. So there's a little shoulder, and the same shoulder you have in the product. So there's a little shoulder here. And what we are doing is you place the puck like this, and it doesn't matter how it sits, it works every time. So I do it like this, and then you just push it back. So now you can see that it's not 100% because it sticks out a little bit because we have put it in the wrong direction. So then you can come back with our tool, and then you can just twist and turn the puck as you like. So now it's in the right position and it's absolutely flush. And we highly recommend to use a tool that we provide, and which is also already in Finland, because we've done already some projects in Finland. And so maybe Anna or Paulina can tell you a little bit more about this. So that's it from my point. I thank you very much for your attention. If you have any questions, just come up. Thank you very much.